Hey everybody, it's me, Alex, and Frankie once again. And this isn't the typical style review like before, just showing pictures and whatnot, but as you can see, you are seeing gameplay footage, and this is of Sonic Adventure 2. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
last time we wanted to do both adventure games in one video. Well, it would have been like a 3 hour long video, and I wasn't about to do all that. So,
Yeah, no, it was not gonna happen. So, yeah, this you can see that we have gameplay now. I'm gonna be picking out specific parts as usual, but yeah, it's gonna be very interesting this time. So, how about we just jump right into it? With
Sonic Adventure 2 is
yeah, go ahead.
is obviously, if you can't tell by the title, a direct sequel to Sonic Adventure, and it was the game that celebrated the Hedgehog's 10th anniversary,
Mhm.
and it was the last major release on the Dreamcast that I could think of.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the last Sega published game, but it was definitely one of the last
But I
main
think
memorable ones,
most people know it because of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, which was a lot more popular.
and it is honestly better in a lot of ways.
But we'll talk about the comparisons later. Sonic Adventure 2 is similar in terms of the core gameplay, but it's also drastically different.
Mm,
Um, you still have six playable characters, but it's only broken up into two storylines now: Hero and Dark.
yeah.
In the hero side, there are first things first, major change. There are no hub worlds this time.
Nope, it's level to level, just like the classic games.
And each storyline is split into three characters. So the hero side story, you play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. On the dark side, you play as Dr. Eggman, which I think is the first time he's been playable in a
Yeah,
main game.
I'd say in general, honestly. I mean,
No, Sonic R.
oh yeah, you're right. In terms of an actual action platformer, first time. It's pretty action.
I think it's
It's
the
my
only time.
and in terms of the story, it makes way more sense than what Tails is for. But
We'll
continue.
circle back to that. And two newcomers, which are Rouge the Bat and Shadow the Hedgehog,
Yeah,
who is kind of the focal point of the story.
yeah. And what's weird is with Rouge, I mean, her design. I mean, it's weird. It's literally just a human body with a bat head.
She's waifu. She's waifu.
Yeah,
That's what she's supposed to
dude.
be.
Dude, whenever you get a power up or whenever you finish the stage, her boobs just go ba-bonk, ba-bonk, ba-bonk. I'm like, why? Why am I looking at that first off?
It's
And
like Dead
why
or
are they
Alive.
doing that?
It's like we're playing Dead or Alive or something.
Yeah, yeah, but this is a kid's game. This is what happens when you get horny developers in and
Um,
show this stuff.
First things first, graphically, major step up from the first game.
Yes, and you're seeing footage of the HD version from the PC port, so it's gonna look hella better than it ever does on the GameCube, Dreamcast, or even
But
the
even if
Xbox
you just
360.
compare the two Dreamcast games, Sonic Adventure 2 looks so much better than Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah, they're able to hit 60 frames per second pretty much almost the entire game. There are a few cutscenes that were running at 30-ish. I was like, well, this is weird. But the GameCube version is 60 all the way through.
There are things about Adventure 2 that are objectively better than Adventure 1, but there are things about Adventure 1 I also like more. We'll talk more about that toward the end. Now, most people, when they play the game, are going to pick the hero side story first because that's where Sonic is. So, we're going to talk about the hero story first, then we're going to talk about the dark story.
Next, yes. And then,
So,
of
the
course, the last story.
so the hero side story starts weird. Like Sonic is captured by the government?
Yeah, the
Huh?
gun agency. Yeah, there's no telling why it happened.
You have to play the dark story to figure that out. But
Well, they don't even show how he got captured, but what happens is he just breaks out, and he's like, fuck, well, he says, fuck this shit, knocks all the guards out, jumps out, he's like, alright, fuck this shit, I'm out of here, and takes a
then you have
freaking,
one of the best intro stages ever, City Escape.
yes, and with the most iconic music that you're hearing right now.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Ooh, we're out of sync, but that's okay.
Like
Anyway,
City Escape is such a fun introduction level.
it goes
I
hard.
think I think it's a better introduction level than Emerald Coast was, to be 100% honest with you.
I mean, I think Emerald Coast is the better aesthetic in terms of Sonic.
But I think City Escape is the more fun stage.
Yes, it's a lot more adrenaline rushed. I mean, for the first like 30 seconds or so, you're going full fucking force speed
And
down
something about that
the
too.
San Francisco zone, you know?
Adventure 2 is a lot faster than Adventure 1. A
Yes, at least.
lot faster.
I mean, you can go fast in Adventure One, really fast, but this game's level design, especially for
It's
Sonic.
very railroaded. It's a
Yes,
very linear game.
hmm which is fine. I mean, for this game, it works. It's a little aged on the controls, but it works. I'd say.
You
Um,
know, Adventure 2 is still very. I can still play Adventure 2 and have a good time with it.
yeah, me
Generally speaking, I'll talk about my little issues later.
Yeah, I'll talk about the worst stages in my opinion too when we get to them. But in terms of this stage, one of my favorites, one of my fucking favorites in the game. I can't
To
say
the
it's my
point where
first, but it's
to the
good.
top, I mean, this level they brought back for Generations, so
I mean, they brought back a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 levels when you think about it.
for in Generations.
Oh, I thought you meant Frontiers.
No, I said Generations, bro.
Whoops. Whoops.
So
Anyway,
after you beat City Escape, you get the first boss, which I believe is called Bigfoot,
yeah. Yeah.
and it's a real.
It's a weird name, but also if you
Uh,
look at the text scrolling, you can see that there actually is stuff being said.
and the thing too, the bosses in this game are, aside from the two final bosses, are horrible.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, if you're like 5 or 6, I mean, these are okay enough. I was 6 years. Wait, when did Adventure 2 come out on GameCube? 2002?
2002, yeah.
Okay, so I was 7 years old. I'd say for that age, these are fine. Because we gotta remember, we have to look at this through the lens of a kid and also an adult. So what they think, we like, oh, this is actually kind of a little hard, you know, and then that's how they develop their skills and get better at it as a gamer. So
I mean, if
it's
you,
weird. It's hard to do that now, but you know what I mean.
I mean, it's not a bad boss. I mean, it actually is kind of a bad boss. None of the bosses in this game, aside from the two final bosses, are anything to write home about. But
No, at the camera's way too up Sonic's ass, in my opinion.
yeah. So
And
after you beat the boss, you go to the next stage, Wild Canyon.
oh wait, hold on, but we forgot one thing. Someone
Oh, we meet
up.
Shadow for the first time.
It all starts with this. The jewel containing the
I
ultimate
gotta
power.
admit, Shadow gives off a very intense first impression.
Yeah, his characterization is more not badass, but well, it's a mixture of badass and cool and ego. You know
This
what I mean?
before he became super edge lord. Like,
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I,
Jeez.
I actually like Shadow's characterization in like this, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, in Forces.
Ooh, that's sad.
That's it though.
Yeah, but so we meet Shadow. He uses his chaos control, shows off that stuff that he can pretty much warp anywhere he wants,
Which I don't
and then
understand how anybody mistakes Sonic for Shadow.
yeah, that people are stupid in this
Like
universe.
the only
They're I
similarity
think they're colorblind.
is their hedgehogs. I mean, Shadow's spikes are even up different. Like,
Maybe they're colorblind. I don't know. It's stupid. So, yep.
it,
Then it
it,
shows Sonic being shown by some gun soldiers and uh-oh spaghettios.
we'll circle back to that because now we have to cut away to Knuckles with this Bat Lady who is trying to steal the Master Emerald. And then Eggman takes it and Knuckles punches it.
It's like, oh, okay.
Like, why was Rouge after the Master Emerald? They never explained that. It was just like she's there.
No, he just basically says like he's just staring off with her, and he's like, it's like this is my emerald, and she's like, no, all the relatives are mine to keep. And they're just arguing back and forth, and he explains how he has to protect the emerald and yada yada.
So
That's when Eggman's like, this is just you. He's like, I'm out of here, bitch, with this thing.
this
See
is
ya.
where this is where I have issues with this game.
Yeah, the reasoning
So
for Knuckles' inclusion kind of pisses me off, but uh, yeah, go ahead.
I do not like the treasure hunting in Adventure 2.
I understand.
Nowhere. It's so much better in Adventure 1. I don't even care what anyone says.
Yeah, the stages in Adventure 1 are a lot more condensed. I mean, right
The
now, if you
radar is just better
yeah,
in
because you can
Adventure
see
1.
yeah, if you're looking at the screen now, you can see that there is one emerald piece showing. But the other two are grayed out. I don't understand this. There's obviously
These,
mods on PC that
and,
can restore the original one from Adventure 1, but
and
why do
the
that?
stupid part is you can still find them. Like, they're still just there. If you find them, you find them.
And
But,
they're a lot harder to see though. So sometimes you just kind of like barely see out of the vision of your corner of your vision. You're
and
like, oh
some of
shit.
Knuckles' levels can go on forever.
Yeah, but we'll get to each one when we get there, because
I
holy
mean, this
stuff.
is honestly one of Knuckles' better stages. Doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's just a decent introductory level to how Knuckles controls. Because let me say,
Then
Knuckles
there's
controls.
a big time jump
Yeah,
that gets filled in the Dark Story, but there's a giant jump to where Tails is going to the prison island to go rescue Sonic.
yes.
And I think his plane's called the Cyclone. I don't think this is the Tornado.
Yeah, he says, I think he says Cyclone Transform.
Oh, he says Tornado transforming, and then later he says, let me show you how powerful my Cyclone is.
Hmm.
So which is it, Tails?
Yeah, the Tornado Cyclone?
Anyway, Amy is there being chased by Eggman. Tails goes to save her, and you have the first character battle. First things first, Tails is in a mech.
It's like,
Why?
well, because people want him playable, and they were like, fuck.
Does not make any sense for Tails. In Adventure 1, he could run freely, he could fly, he could do the Tails attack, he could jump, he could do the things you want Tails to do. This is so restrictive for Tails.
Yeah, it should have been just a different character altogether, honestly. Like, or make a new character for that kind of like mech, because Tails does not fit it at all, and there's probably a reason why we
Or
don't see him
you
using
could
that
have,
any time past this.
you could have just not had Tails in the game.
Yeah,
I'll talk about how I think we could have made this game better later, but Tails and Eggman, it implies that Tails wins the fight,
yeah.
but
I mean,
speaking of that, there is some
well,
confusion.
actually, it's kind of like a tie because Eggman looks at his mech and he sees that the timer is getting low,
There's
so he's
some
like, I gotta get out of here.
there's confusion about the ending of the two storylines, and I'm actually going to explain it because I have looked into it and I know exactly what happens.
What?
For the ending of the Hero and the Dark stories, there's some confusion on it, so I'm actually going to explain when we get there.
I think I might know, but go on. All right, let's
So
go.
Prison Lane is actually not a bad level. I just don't like Tails in a mech.
I disagree. I think it's actually a pretty mediocre to bad stage. If you,
Really, I don't think it's a bad level.
yeah,
It's not his worst stage. I don't.
well, the design itself is bad. It's the enemy placement that can fucking go die.
Eggman's version of this level is better
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
there's many times that you're just running through the stage, and all of a sudden, you don't want to go full. You want to be running fast, obviously, right? You want to get through these stages quick.
Yeah,
But there's so many times where you're like, all right, this looks clear. All of a sudden, a gun troop just drops right in front of you. Bam, lose your rings.
yeah.
And what if you're trying to do a 100 ring run? These levels are pain. This level is a pain in the ass on that, unless you've memorized it to death like me. It's pretty sad. I hate it. But I mean, other than that, it's eh. But
I
I
mean, I
hate.
don't. I usually don't go for the extra missions. I just do the base level because I don't ever give a shit about getting all the emblems.
Yeah. And then there's like the part where you have to get on the elevator going up. You're just standing there waiting, just waiting.
Yeah.
Shoot some
So
max. I hate
after
it.
that, Amy rescues Sonic out of a prison cell with weird writing on it. We'll have a first full circle moment with that later. And then Metal Harbor is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Metal Harbor is great. It's so intense, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Like it's literally just a straight line from start to finish. Like
It's an adrenaline rush.
yeah, and it was such a good level. They brought it back for Frontiers, and it worked
Hmm.
pretty well for it. But basically, you go through the gun area, just basically trying to get the f out of there. I'm not sure. Actually, where is he going?
He's
Do you
trying to
know?
get off. He's trying to get off the island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's basically going through guns, ships and stuff to get
Yeah,
to the Green Forest or whatever.
yeah.
That
He's trying to leave. That's all he's doing. He's trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, but this level is iconic for many things because this is where you get the Lightspeed Dash,
Yeah, this is the
and
first level up you get is the Lightspeed Dash,
yeah,
and
uh,
it's so much better in this game.
yeah, and I forgot to mention in the first level you do get the magic gloves, but I didn't bother getting them. There's no point in them,
It's like you could turn Sonic into a Pokemon trainer.
and then
There you
just
go.
throw them at enemies and boom, they're dead. There's no point to it. I've never seen any reason to use it.
It's
So
dumb.
back to that. Yeah, after you get the light speed dash, it's a lot different than Sonic Adventure 1, I'd say, because instead of having to charge up a spin dash, you just push B, bam, or X. I usually hit X on an Xbox controller. Just makes
It's
more
so
sense.
much. It's just so much better here. Like,
It,
and they use it every time the Lightspeed Dash comes back. It's this version. So
yeah, I only hate it when you have to push the B button over when you're in the air after a jump because you might accidentally do the bounce bracelet
we'll
and
get
go
back
right
to.
in.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a
Mm,
bit.
that'll be on at the end of problems I have with the game too. So you get the power up, and then you just blaze through some more shit, and then you get towards the end, and then you have to go to the top of the rocket within a certain amount of time, which is about what 15 seconds, I'd say.
It can be a pain in the ass to get it just right.
Yeah, and it is so satisfying when you're able to pull it off because you get 1,500 points, and you go up a little higher, but there's really nothing different other than just probably getting that special animal there for the Chow and
Yeah.
bragging rights. But it's actually for the A rank, unless you get every rank, doesn't matter. And then you're going,
Yeah. Unless you get every rank, this is the only way to get the A rank
and then the last part of the level I don't understand is that you're going through a tube on a board, and then you appear on the ground again.
with really badass music though.
Oh God, yeah, it is criminally short, honestly.
But it's
I
so
wish
good.
I wish it was in there a lot more, but who knows? Maybe.
After that, you get kind of a bad, boring boss fight against Shadow.
Oh boy. This AI, I tell you, it's a bit better than the Adventure One character battles in terms of the AI, but that's not saying much at
But
all.
he's the coolest.
I'm the coolest. Yes,
Then we have another good level after that because I don't want to spend too much time on this boss fight because it sucks.
I know. Yeah, but you just basically just wait,
just
wait,
jump out of the way, hit him in the back. That's all you got.
yeah, and then he's done easily. But we forgot to mention the legendary cutscene that comes beforehand.
Oh, the audio syncing is so bad in this game in general.
Yeah, you can hear it right now. It's so bad. I mean, when he's like, Faker, I don't think you're the fake hedgehog around here. Well, no, you're comparing yourself to me. Ha, you're not even good enough to be my
Yeah, I'll
fake.
make you eat those words.
Yeah, they're not even moving their lips.
He's not done talking, and Sonic just cuts him off.
Yeah, it's like, fuck
It's
you.
it's rude. And then
Yeah, I
we
guess.
have Green Forest, which is also another really fun stage, I think.
All right, so then this is one of my favorite levels of the, speed stages and just Sonic in general. And they brought this also back for Frontiers.
Frontiers.
I think it's honestly better in Frontiers in terms of control because sure, this is a great stage and all, but it's the one thing about Sonic Adventure 2 is the collision detection. You'll see a bit of a collision detection issue a little bit later down the road. But yeah, like you'll either like freak out off the walls or you'll freaking run up a wall and just get stuck. It's very bizarre sometimes, but
You can get the ancient light here to do the light speed attack, but it's kind of useless in this game.
yeah, and it's also kind of very out of the way too. You have to like jump off towards somewhere the camera can't go, and then just
There's a
dodge
level up
and make it.
item in every level aside from the final level.
Yeah,
So
and I hate this camera in this game because of things like that.
yeah, it's not great.
It's like, what happened? I don't know. I mean, Adventure 1 gave you camera control, but I don't think it was not this, like, snappy
So
and
after this
restricted.
level, we go back to Knuckles in Pumpkin Hill, and
Yeah.
this is where the Knuckles stages really start to fall apart.
I think this is the biggest they should have gone, honestly.
Yeah, because after this, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's fucking annoying. Knuckles, my friend Patrick Knuckles. I'm sorry, but your character's levels suck in this game.
But if you know, yeah, after Pumpkin Hill is when I start to not like Knuckles' stages. But the music is terribly great. But honestly,
Did you ever see the video of the dude in the skeleton mask dancing to it?
I think everybody has.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's like, why? But, I mean, the official Sonic Twitter shared it, so, of course. But the stage itself, it's big, but not constrictive. So that's why I give it a pass. Because, you can actually get one place or the other very easily.
So then we go back to Tails with Mission Street, and I'm not a fan of this stage. Really at all.
Well, we're not.
What?
Because we went to Pumpkin Hill,
Yeah, then
and
Mission
then.
Street. Mission Street's next.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Mission Street's level 7.
Huh, weird. Okay. Because there's a
No,
lot of
you're,
stuff.
you're thinking of the driving level. We haven't gotten there yet.
I thought there was another stage before that. I thought it was
No.
I thought there should have been Aquatic Mine.
No, because Mission Aquatic Mine is after Mission.
Okay. Anyway, enough of that confusion. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Someone's knocking on my door. Keep it going.
Mhm. So Mission Street is a what the hell kind of stage because in the scene prior, Eggman just like blew up the whole ship, or not, or blew up the ship, blew up
The
part of the
moon!
moon. Yeah, part of the moon, and it's like, oh no, he is from space. So Tails has a fake emerald, and they run off. It's really weird, and also the audio is all bugged out.
The audio's bugged out to the whole goddamn game.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
yeah. Why
just
even
call a
bother?
spade a spade here.
Yeah, I shouldn't even mention that. It's like, duh. Uh,
But yeah, I don't really like this scene all that much.
no, it's just very bland. It's not even hard, just bland.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, you can get his hover item here.
Yeah, that makes the navigation in this game a lot easier and the platforming a lot less intense because you actually have a little bit more room for error.
There's gonna be a so last time we played a Sonic was on stage 5. We don't play a Sonic again until stage 11
Yeah.
in a Sonic game.
hmm It's pretty weird. I don't like that structure.
Like, I'm gonna bitch about this now. That's something I like about Adventure 1 more. Is that Sonic, despite there being multiple characters, Sonic was still the focus. He had double the stage length of everybody, which he should. He's the main character. In this game, he has one more stage than everybody else, and that's it.
And that's what?
Because he's got the most levels in the game, which is 6. Like, what?
It's not a lot of Sonic in a Sonic
There's
game.
30 stages in the 31 stages counting Cannon's Core, and only 6 of them are Sonic. That's bad.
Yeah, it's even worse for Shadow.
Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry.
Mm.
Yeah. So Mission Street, blah, and then we go to Aquatic Mine, blah.
Yeah, it's
You
such a
there's
pain
an
in the
item
ass.
in there's an item in here that's optional. I would
Oh,
argue it's almost mandatory.
yeah, we'll get to that eventually because I kind of fucked up because I didn't get it in this in this first run. I was more focused on just getting the level done. I mean, the way you do it is you have to manipulate switches and then go find all that
Yeah,
shit.
Aquatic Mine sucks.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I mean, the music's kind of calming. I won't lie.
Oh, it's great,
It's the
especially
best Knuckles theme in the game.
in Death Chamber, but we'll get there.
Yeah, but yeah, this level sucks. And then we
Yeah,
have a driving level.
Oh, goody. Why is that? Why are we driving, by the way? What's the context?
Because Tails is trying to catch up to the president, so Sonic can break into his car, hack his device to get to the space colony Ark.
And for some reason, Knuckles is there.
Pretty much.
Like, why?
Oh, by the way, the driving section is Tails in his plane converted into a car. For some reason.
Yeah, I don't know how he went from a cityscape, pretty, condemned city, to a fucking near space highway, from near the
I
atmosphere.
love how the background is just like a JPEG of San Francisco.
It's on repeat. And in the HD port, it's even more noticeable because of the higher resolution.
But yeah, though these driving levels, there are two of them in the game. They're fucking terrible. Because they tried to put like a Mario Kart mode to the multiplayer, and it's just not.
No. Yeah, every time you beat a racing stage, all two of them, you get more like carts, stages, or something like that.
Yay!
And the two-player mode for it. It's like, okay, cool. Because when the way you see the car driving, you have two kinds of steering, two like stiff steering, but then you have to like go with the gas for a bit, and then you can like kind of start swerving, and it feels like you're actually turning.
Yeah.
And
So then
Tails is
we have
heavy, so there's no point of jumps because uh you just drop immediately, and then you can boost with the Y button.
yeah, so then we have Hidden
Big
Base, which is another Tails stage.
boy,
I honestly think this is probably Tails' best level.
you gotta let me explain stuff. Why did I record gameplay?
Oh, excuse me. Explain your stuff.
Yeah, like I said, Tails in this has a boost feature, and he can go really fast. And it acts like it's a little bit of a racing stage, but it's really, really bleh. And also, you can
To,
send cars flying to their deaths. I
to
love it.
be clear, I haven't seen any of this footage, so I don't know when he's syncing this up. So
Yeah. So I should have probably mentioned we should have described the stages a bit more. I mean,
yeah,
we forgot the most important part of the first stage. So I'll show that. It's like, what are you talking about,
you'll
Alex?
see. You'll see it. You'll see.
You'll see
If
it.
you haven't
Oh yeah,
played, this game came out 21 years ago. If you haven't played it by now, I don't know what you're doing.
that's true. That is very true. Yeah, that's your fault. It's like Ocarina of Time. That's your fault.
Like, if you're a Sonic fan, you haven't played Sonic Adventure 2, what?
Yeah, what? Get your 360 going. Get your PC going.
Get your
Get your
Xbox
PS3.
One go. Get your Xbox Series X going. Just download it on there.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna get all the footage scrambled. I'm gonna keep it consistent.
But
But
anyway, as I was saying, Hidden Base.
you wait. You catch up to the president. Looks like somebody assassinated the president through the window. Like, what the fuck?
How much is that president in the window? Bang bang!
Oh, oh, damn. I don't know what that's from, but okay.
I just made that up.
I think it's supposed to be the shadow of the driver, but it looks like somebody assassinated the president.
I we're
It
gonna get
really does. It looks
if
like a
we
bullet
oh
hole.
if we were fucking popular YouTubers, we would just got demonetized right there.
Mm, oh well.
But anyway, Hidden Base. Can I talk about it now?
Yes.
Thank you. This is probably, in my opinion, Tails' best level. Doesn't mean it's that good though.
It's his worst.
Really?
I had such a hard time this fucking level as a kid.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
Now I don't have a problem with it at all, but like falling in the sand and enemies having shitty pop-up placement and I don't know, just something about the first half of the stage pissed me off, but the other half was a bit easier, I'd say. But that's not saying much of anything good about the stage.
It's none of Tails' levels are particularly great.
No, no. It's just like, Eggmans are just so much better. So
Um,
with that level going, there's nothing really interesting about it, other than getting his ancient light, which you can't get unless you get his Vulcan cannon
it's
in
not
the
called the Ancient Light. It's called the Mystic Melody. You stupid asshole.
shut your face.
Only Sonic and Shadow get the Ancient Light for the light speed attack.
Have you ever seen Tails do the lightspeed attack? It's amazing.
Tails can't do the light speed attack.
There's probably a mod out there for it, not
I'm
gonna lie.
sure. Probably.
Oh, mm, that'd be
Anyway,
funny.
it's called the Mystic Melody.
Okay, the Mystic Melody.
Thank you. Which every character could get, actually.
Yeah. I only got it with a few characters. I didn't get it with any of the
I mean,
transition
it's
characters.
only needed to get the Chow in those missions, and yeah.
Yeah, there's no point in really doing that unless you want to unlock Green Hill.
Well, we'll talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
So
I don't have footage of that because my data is all gone. It did.
yay!
I thought it saved to the cloud, but I guess it doesn't.
Well, I mean, do you have it on the Xbox?
I'm on Steam.
No, I mean, do you have the game, the Green Hill on the Xbox? Or
I probably do.
all right, then.
I,
I have it on
it-
my GameCube version. So
yeah, I have on my GameCube and Dreamcast.
anyway, so I want to talk about the next level now because I'm tired of talking about Tails.
You should.
So we're finally back to Sonic Pyramid Cave. I think this is Sonic's worst level.
Yeah, it's nothing particularly great.
You get the bounce bracelet here, which is cool, but the level itself is just not as interesting as the previous 3 levels.
Mhm.
And it took us so long to get back to Sonic, and they give us this.
Yeah, as a kid, Sonic Adventure 2 took longer for me to beat because I'd get so sick of playing as other characters.
Like,
I'd
you
be like,
just want to play as Sonic, and
I want to be a Sonic.
it's a
Okay?
Sonic game. I want to play as Sonic. And
Yeah,
at least with Adventure 1, you weren't forced to play anybody else, technically. If you just wanted to be Sonic and not do anything else, you could literally just be.
yeah. The other characters are there for more incentive for you to be like, hey, what do I get
But the
out of
main
this?
bulk of the game in Adventure 1 was still Sonic.
I would have liked Adventure 2 was split up with each character having their own storyline.
I think it's
Like,
how it was supposed to be originally.
oh, great.
We'll get there. So after Pyramid Cave, you get to Death Chamber.
Yeah, but there's nothing really interesting about this stage either.
It's just so fucking big.
Yeah, I know. It's like 8 quarters, but like
Double
2
the
times.
size.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you get the what do you call it?
Not the shovel claw, the metal knuckle, I think, or something like that.
Hammer gloves or something?
Yeah,
I
because
don't
this lets you
know.
break metal crates, and
But getting
yay.
it, but getting it, he looks so stupid with it.
Oh god, getting the characters fully upgraded, they look ridiculous.
Sonic looks fine. Shadow looks
Sonic and
fine.
Shadow look fine, and actually Eggman with the red armor piece actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and I
But
never noticed this, but like, you know how his cannon just looks like a cannon at first?
yeah,
When you get the Vulcan cannon, it shows a frickin' like magazine clip on the top of his gun now.
oh, I never noticed that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it right now. I mean, look at that. Look at that. So cool.
Nice. But
Anyway,
anyway, Death Chamber is just kind of a big, obnoxious level, and I don't like it. That's just it. I don't like it.
the design is like very circular, and there's maps of, like in the
There are
level.
times where I've beaten this level in like 4 minutes. There are times where it's taking me 15, 20. This level is so random.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good luck with this level because um every stage, even the shittiest stage of the bunch of the treasure hunting stages, we'll get there. I actually had pretty good luck, I believe, other than maybe one stage.
Must be nice, Alex.
Yeah, maybe that's why I beat the game in one day.
I mean, I could beat this game in one sitting if I really wanted to. I've done it.
Yeah, but you didn't expect me. You didn't expect me to do this, did
I
you?
did not. I thought you were just going to record a little bit of your character and be done with it. I didn't think you were going to play the whole fucking game.
No. But was there what story was in between or right before Sonic? Oh, so they were trying to track down where Eggman was after they got the video footage.
Because they needed to get it. They needed to get a ship to get to the Ark, and they found a ship in this pyramid where Eggman, Shadow, and Rouge were.
Yeah, but
So
that was the only way they found out about that was by going to the president, like we said, when they found the president, and they had to get the disc or something like that to find where it was broadcasting from, and that's when they went, okay, we're going to go to desert, and then boom, that's it. And for some reason, uh, we'll talk about what's there when we get there.
But so
But
after that, after
after
Death
Knuckles
Chamber,
is the
you fight
boss.
a ghost.
Yeah, I think probably one of the best bosses in the game.
Yeah, because there's such a high bar for them.
I know that's sad, but
You, this boss freaks me out because if you run too close to him, he makes this like weird noise, and swear to God, he's saying my name. Ever since I was a kid, that's what it's always sounded like in my brain.
Oh my God, no, it's ruined. It's ruined.
Ever since I was a kid, I was like, is he saying my name? How does he know my name? And it
Yeah,
terrifies me.
that only happens when you run the opposite way of where he's coming at you too fast. You'll turn around and he's just
I know he's probably just saying gibberish, but it sounds like my name.
it's supposed to be like
But it
just random
sounds like
noise.
Frankie, and I'm like, oh my God.
Why did you do that? Why did you do this to me?
Fuck you!
No. Now I have to edit that in because that just makes sense.
But
My
he's not
God.
that hard. He's really not that hard to beat. You can cheese it too. If you run instead of running behind him, you run to his side. You can get him multiple times than just once. So
Yeah. It's really not a terrible. It's not a terribly hard fight. It's pretty good. It uses Knuckles' abilities pretty well.
and then after that, they're like Knuckles like, oh thank God. But then Eggman like tries to like be like, hey, I'm here, and Sonic's like, hey, bring it on, dickhead. Because Sonic and
Yeah.
Eggman never fight in this game, not once.
Yeah. This is the only confrontation they actually have.
But then Eggman sends this weird robot thing.
Well, it's a golem thing that apparently, from what I gathered, as you can tell from the thing on the top of its head,
He just
does
He just put something on it to control it. It was already there, I think.
yeah, I don't know if this is implying that it was sentient before and it did its own thing, and he awokened it, which I would love to see in Adventure 2 remake to elaborate on everything in this game because there's a lot of tell. There's more tell than show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like what Final Fantasy 15 did. But anyway, yeah, like, but after that, you take the bot down, and then you're like, all right, shit, we're out of here. And then all of a sudden, they just start running into a ship, and then then the top of the pyramid just opens up, and you're like, what the?
And
Imagine,
then it shoots up in the space.
imagine what some Egyptians thought when they saw that happen in the game, like
But
in the
then,
real
like,
world, just playing this, going, what?
for some reason, Knuckles starts like fucking with them, like fucks with the controls, which opens the hatch to let the Master Emerald pieces out because Knuckles is an idiot.
No,
And
no. What happens is just Sonic accidentally like bumps into something, and Sonic says, "Like, hey, watch it. The hatch is open." It's like it's no problem, no problem. Hey, give me that. We need to go get that. And it's like, no, don't touch that lever. Oh God, no! So Knuckles basically,
stop it.
oh no, he's angry.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but Knuckles basically bails to go look for the Master Emerald pieces that were flung out.
And then Tails has his final level, Eternal Engine, because they need to get the Chaos, the fake Emerald, into the cannon to destroy it, basically.
Yeah, I am not a big fan of this level whatsoever because
None of Tails' levels have really been good.
yeah, that's saying something, right? And it makes me go like, okay, screw this because artificial chaos. The only way
Oh,
to hurt
fuck
those,
these things!
so you can't hurt these things by any normal means other than getting ramp on their face using like the punch attack or wait for them to use their tentacles, which may hit you may way more than half of the time. Then shoot at them. It's stupid. I hate them.
Wait till we talk about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Don't even. I need to get my disc resurfaced to record footage for that piece of shit.
You don't have. We can just go back to the picture. It's okay.
No, the standard. Well, unless I don't have the game, then that's a different story.
Yeah, because I don't have recording software right now.
Soon.
One day when I can afford it.
Well, I imagine you can get something cheap.
Yeah, well, I want a new computer anyway before we.
Yeah,
Regardless,
that's true.
after Eternal Engine, Sonic goes to plug in the fake emerald, but then Eggman calls him actually quite threateningly and has Amy at gunpoint.
Yeah, he's gonna kill her. Basically, is what he's saying.
And instead of doing something with that, we play as nothing.
But what's weird is why didn't Sonic just put the fake emerald in there first, and
Anyway,
then no, he should have put the emerald in there to disable the cannon, and then go without Eggman's knowledge, and then go in there and then stop Eggman.
oh, because
No,
Eggman told him to bring the emerald,
oh,
so
Sonic.
it was a trade for Amy's life.
Sonic could have been easily just flew right in there and knocked Eggman right on his ass.
Well, you know,
Don't give me that shit, Sonic
that's
team.
listen.
You're just trying to create artificial freaking drama.
Chaos! Ah! Yeah, and then we have fucking Meteor Herd. God damn.
I think this level's all right, not
It's
bad.
too tall, man.
Well, it's tall, yes, but it's a lot easier to get up there than it is with its counterpart level.
Well, we'll get there. We'll fucking get there. Don't you worry. I don't like this level. I liked it more in multiplayer than in single player, to be honest.
Yeah, it's because it's only condensed to one little area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they what they should have done with this stage is not just make it a flat stage with like, well, no, that's for Rouge's stage, but I'll discuss that actually when we get there. But with this stage, I don't really know what they could have done to make this really good from like
Make it
its
less
concept.
tall.
Yeah, probably make it more like you're on like a platform, like floating near the arc. Oh wait, instead of being on a meteor. I don't know. That seems like what it is. You're on a platform near the arc. They should have just brought it closer to the top.
So, after this level, you fight Rouge.
Yeah, and also, have I mentioned Knuckles' speed
He
versus
is
Sonic?
ridiculous.
Yeah, and in this
His
stage,
acceleration is through the roof.
yeah, in this stage, you can find speed shoes in the ground if you're lucky enough. I've done it before on the GameCube. He has a different running animation for max speed, by the way, and he is like 2 times faster than Sonic at max speed. It's scary.
I don't know how they programmed it that way.
I don't think they put a speed cap on these characters because they never expected you, by any means of their levels design, to go that fast for that long.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, it makes sense for the treasure hunting stages for the characters to be fast because you have to get around the levels quick. But still, that's crazy. I mean, have you ever seen the video not of Eggman running down the fucking first level city escape, like in his mech, or no?
Say that again.
Have you ever seen the first stage of City
Oh,
Escape with
Sidious. Yeah, I've seen that. It's hilarious.
like just running, but in his mech, he is faster than he's running. The mechs have no speed cap. I swear to God.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry. B-roll. Go. Just kidding.
yeah, there's a boss fight with Rouge, and it's
Yeah, I beat this boss in about 10, 15 seconds.
So
Almost.
you can beat this boss so quick.
Yeah, it could be the quickest boss, or it could be one of the longer bosses because of the camera being absolute fucking garbage, and just the level or the design of it just being bad in general because the AI just doesn't really try to do much. It just stands in a corner, or it floats in the air. It's so satisfying to do a dive attack and hit him.
Yeah.
That shit's nice.
Yeah, so anyway, after that, Rouge almost falls. Knuckles saves her, and then is like, "All right, here, Master." You say,
Yeah, for some reason, Bay the Cat's there. I don't know why he's there, but
"Oh, we'll talk about the big cameos later."
yeah, but right now he's there. I mean, he's scratching his nuts. I mean, it's all good. I
But
know that sounds fake, but yes,
no,
that
that's real. Like it happens.
yes.
There's this cutscene where Eggman just scratches his ass.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's like why?
But after that, I think we have one of the hardest stages in the game, Crazy Gadget.
Yes. not when I was playing through it this time, I didn't have much of an issue for the
When
for the
you first get to
Eggman.
the stage as a kid, oh my god.
I mean, just getting through the level itself is a pain because you have to deal with anti-gravity, which you could be familiar with if you played Sonic 3,
But then
but
the puzzle at the end, oh man.
yeah, I didn't do it the correct way as a kid. I don't know how
Me
I did it.
neither.
I like
I
spammed it.
just cheesed it. I just cheesed it.
Yeah, I cheesed it as well, and doing it as an
Which I
adult.
thought is how you were supposed to do it. But I was like, oh wait, you're supposed to do it this way? What?
Yeah, then when I became an adult and used critical thinking, I realized, oh my god, all I need to do is just follow the path.
Yeah, it's you get Sonic's flame ring here.
Yeah, and it sucks if you miss the switch. It's like, oh no, now I gotta do it all over again.
Yeah.
And getting the
Yeah.
chow in this one is a bitch. And getting the hard mission done in this is a bitch. Having to do
Yes,
this the time limit is a bitch.
I think it's probably the second hardest level in all
This
honesty.
entire level is a bitch.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. And then for some reason it could be the next level could be either one of the easiest or one of the hardest boss fights because of how it's just
Yeah,
bullshit
so
it could be.
Sonic goes to save Amy, uh, and then gets put in a capsule, right?
You turned into a big time villain, Doctor.
So Eggman launches him, and
Oh
Sonic's like, "Can I really do this?" And the thing just explodes, and you're like, "What just happened?"
yeah, you're like, what? And his eye is like really fucking weird. Like he's
But
just flipping.
Tails straight up defeats Eggman, kicks his fucking ass.
Yeah, and the boss in general,
It's
it's the
either
same.
really easy or really hard. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's the same as the last boss
but
of
because
the
the
eras.
arena's so much more condensed.
Not even that. Well, a little bit of that. I mean, if yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, but the key to winning this boss easily is to actually get them near the middle piece of the
Just blow
top.
that thing up right in their face.
Yeah, it does double damage. So try that. But just dodging the laser attack, I didn't have trouble with it this time. But in the
It can be
dark
a pain because of
side,
how much range it has.
yeah, the trick is obviously just to keep running around him. But you're just gonna be like, oh my god, what do I do? Or you're gonna be too close to him, so you can't get around him in time. Or
Yeah,
I don't know. It's hard to explain why it's so hard, but why it can also be so easy.
but
It's just a little bit of
yeah.
luck.
So that fight happens, and Knuckles is there. He's like, I feel some strange energy, and Sonic just warps in. Sonic used the Chaos Control.
Somehow with a fake emerald, but then again, Tails did say the wavelengths and properties are the same.
Well, and the
What
thing
happens
is,
to that fake emerald anyway?
the, I'll I'll
Oh
tell
wait,
you.
no, he still has it. That's right.
No, I'll tell you what happens to it.
Yeah, I know, not yet, but in this
Sonic
cutscene,
has it currently, but I know what happened.
yeah. So he's gonna take the thing and he's gonna go
So
slam
then
it
you
into
go
Eggman's
through.
front. I don't know
So
why.
then you go through Final Rush, which I love the fuck out of Final Rush.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites as well for the stages. Because it's so open ended. You got a few like pathways to choose, and they're
This
all
is
actually
definitely the most
different.
open-ended stage in the game for sure. Like
Yeah,
you can
also,
hop and just drop and then go onto a grind rail and just skip a giant chunk of the level. If you know what you're doing, you can skip huge chunks of the level with spin dashes and jumps. It's awesome.
yeah, and just there's so many shortcuts too that they knew you would attempt. It doesn't feel like it was unintentional to do. Like in Sonic Adventure 1, where a lot of the game breaking things seemed like they were unintentional, but you could just
And then here
completely.
they're like, all right, they're gonna do it. Let's just.
You know what's weird? The only time there's ever a ramp for Sonic to spin dash up, I believe, is in that isn't City Escape, I should say, is the desert level. Weird.
That is
So I
weird,
did it
actually.
in the footage. I was like, huh, that's weird.
But after this, Shadow confronts Sonic, and they have a heart to heart about and get to know each other. And then Shadow's like, I can't let you live. Blah, blah. Sonic and Shadow have their final battle, which is
But Shadow says something amazing. Your adventuring days
are
are coming
coming to
to
an
an
end.
end. And
So
Shadow
this
does
is
say my favorite line in the game from him. is before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos
Chaos King!
control.
This is easily the best character battle in the game.
Yeah,
Easily.
best, amazing music, a simple concept, but honestly, if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy. But first
So
time runs, it's gonna
this
be
is where
difficult.
I'm going to clear something up. There's a lot of confusion about the outcome of this battle. Canonically speaking, Sonic wins the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic wins the fight and drops the fake emerald in the cannon, and that's why the Eclipse cannon is. Eggman didn't know about it. There you
Yeah,
go.
and they don't explain at all how Shadow got back inside the
Well,
Ark.
because Sonic didn't kill him.
Yeah, obviously, but like, I feel like this is something. If it had an extra year of development, they could have added more cutscenes
Because
to.
some people like insist that Shadow wins. If
Yeah,
Shadow won, Sonic would be dead.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
Shadow would have killed him. Whereas if Sonic beats Shadow, Sonic's not going to kill Shadow. So
So yeah, basically, what's implied is he knocks Shadow out. Sonic slams in the cannon. Boom, gets out of there. And then Shadow makes his way back to the Ark. But I really wish there was like a cutscene showing the outcome of this. Because
like there should have been something where it's like Shadow, Sonic's like good job, Shadow, or something that goes and destroys the Eclipse cannon.
yeah,
Something like
they did it with Green Forest.
that.
They had a cutscene after the battle.
Yeah, well that was they fought and it was draw. Like it was dead even match.
Yeah, but even so, they still had one after a battle. But this time they didn't really have any
Yeah.
interaction until,
And
until the end of the game.
and
Really.
then Eggman and Tails fucking wipes out Eggman.
Yeah,
Just
he's on the ground. He's like,
pulverizes him.
oh, Yosh.
And then Knuckles and Rouge, I guess they fought to it. There's no like no, I guess Knuckles technically won because Rouge tripped.
Yes. But
So
in terms
Knuckles
of their
technically won.
yeah, but in terms of if she didn't trip, they would be even.
It would have been an even match. So
Yeah, but with
anyway.
Eggman's defeat, Tails is thinking, okay, you know, Sonic's dead, sad face. And then you hear Sonic over the radio, and they look out the window, and as they're doing that, you see Eggman go, Yosh, and take the emerald, the real emerald. And Sonic shows a shit-eating grin while standing on the tip of the cannon, and that shows that's what the canon ending was. Because a lot of
So
people are like, "Wait, that doesn't make sense." But
no, that
they
it makes
explain,
perfect sense. Sonic destroyed the Eclipse cannon. Like,
yeah, like we all know now. I understand what we were talking about when it comes to the confusion at first,
yeah.
but it just wasn't very well explained.
And then I think it's further proven in Sonic Generations where they have the rematch and Sonic wins again. So,
Yes, yes.
but now switching over to the Dark story. Um, how long has this been going on? This has been going on for an hour already.
We're still going.
Oh my! Luckily, we don't talk about the gameplay as much because
They're
the
all just like each story. It's the same templates.
like Tails is Eggman, Rouge is Knuckles, Shadow is Sonic. There you go.
Yeah.
But
The balance of stages are a little bit different in this, though.
yeah, we'll talk about that. So the Dark story is actually the beginning of the game. Like the first thing that happens in the game is this level. This is before Sonic's.
Yeah, it's Iron Gate. Eggman's breaking into Gun's military base, looking for
And
an
this is
ultimate weapon.
so much better than Tails' first level.
Oh my God, yes! And for some reason, as you can see now in the footage, not you, but everyone else, the lighting in this stage got fucked up. Like how when you shoot the robots, the level
Yeah,
lights up so you can see
yeah,
better.
yeah.
In this stage, it's completely lit up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very bizarre. So I mean, it's a lot easier to play through, of course, but
But the thing is, Eggman, this type of gameplay makes sense for Eggman.
yeah, and especially with like the upgrades for him, you see it better on
Oh,
him than you would with
he
Tails.
also
Tails doesn't
gets
even
more
look
upgrades than
amazing.
Tails does, because clearly the style was made with Eggman in mind and not Tails.
Yeah, it just makes me wish they could have focused more on making more Eggman
Like, I
stages.
think it should have been Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman. That's who should have been playable.
Yeah, but nope. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. So
So
Iron Gate's basically Eggman's equivalent to Prison Lane.
just so much better.
It's better.
Better enemy placement. Honestly, better mute. Well, both music tracks are actually really fucking good.
Yeah, no, yeah. So Eggman is going there to find the military's top secret weapon.
Mhm.
The code to open it is Maria. We'll get to that.
It's like, who's
And
that?
out of nowhere, hi, I'm Shadow. Nice to meet you. I'll grant you one wish, but first I'm blow up this robot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Shadow,
And for some reason, he can use his jet boots. Like he's flying in the air, which is never done again. Thanks.
Shadow fights Hotshot, which is like a redo of Bigfoot, just with a big gun on it, so it's a little bit harder. But
Yeah. Ooh.
Shadow makes short work of it. Like,
And this is weird because usually you would think with the Dark Story you would start out as Shadow, but no, starting out as the Arrow.
Shadow is the least played character in the game.
Only 4 stages.
4 stages, 3 bosses, and 2 of them are Sonic. Anyway,
Yeah.
So then we have the same Eggman and Shadow are talking, and Shadow's like, "Bring me more chaos." Everyone's on the colony arc,
Okay.
and like, how the fuck did Shadow get there?
Well, maybe he knows about the teleporter location.
maybe just chaos controlled there.
He could have done that. Again, this is a game that needed to expand more on its story, but
So then we have Dry Lagoon. I'm not going to go over the exact same cutscene from Knuckles' story. So
yeah,
it's just a livelier version of Wild Canyon.
yeah, with more flora everywhere, and it's split into 2 sections, just like Wild Canyon, except in this one you have to get a turtle to go into the water. And then
Instead of using a wind turbine, you use. That's the only difference. Whoop de fucking do.
yeah, and if you're very unlucky, which I was not unlucky, thank God, the emerald can appear in a spot where you have to ride a second turtle to go.
That's only ever happened to me once.
Yeah, dude, it sucks.
Well, yeah, because you could drown. Like, you could drown before you get the fucking emerald.
I know, because you have to time it just right, and grabbing it is a little finicky, and hate it. Hate it so much. But thankfully, it's usually a smooth ride. You can always just restart the level to get different art, like different placements for the emeralds every time.
Yeah, because the emerald spots are on a randomizer. So,
Except for the hard missions.
and then we have Sand Ocean. So we're back to Eggman. We haven't played a Shadow yet.
Yeah.
In a level, he's at a boss fight.
Mhm. This
And
is
like,
a really good level. I like this one a lot. The atmosphere, the music.
I think here he's going to get it. He's trying to get to his base. That's all it is.
And Gun has kind of started to infiltrate the outside areas of it, but
We outside.
yeah. And oh no, I have to put footage of that. Oh god, send me the GIF later. Anyway,
For those of you who watch Side Talk, you know what we're talking.
yeah. So the level again, if you have the jet booster, it's a lot better. But even
But you don't get the jet booster until like stage 6, I think.
it's Eggman's next stage, basically. Yeah. It's again good stage. It's got some good props, yada yada, or set pieces as they're called. But there's
So
nothing that sticks out too much.
Eggman gets to the center of his base and sees Shadow stole a Chaos Emerald, and they're accusing Sonic of doing it, even though it doesn't. Sonic.
Yeah, it's very weird.
So then Eggman has like this flashback, or Shadow rather has this flashback of this woman named Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Like, looks like she's dying and sends Shadow away. Doesn't really explain who she is yet.
But all we know is that he has
Shadow promised her revenge, apparently, in his flawed logic brain.
yeah, because it does. She says for all those people, and then after that it cuts out. You don't see the rest of what she's supposed to say.
So here you find out. This is where you first get a glimpse. Shadow's not really a bad guy,
No, he's just
like at all. He's really not a bad person.
no. It's
He's
just
he's doing something for a friend who he lost, but he got it mixed up because there's something wrong with his brain.
yeah. He doesn't realize what he's doing is fucked up.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just he's keeping a promise to his only friend.
Yeah, So it's
And, like,
kind of
that in and of itself isn't bad. His actions are not good.
yeah, no. So obviously he'll realize it's wrong and then obviously quickly change his tune.
We'll get
But
to that. We'll get to that.
yeah,
But Radical Highway is an awesome stage.
I love it so
For
much.
some reason, they brought this level back in Generation 3DS.
Which would have been cooler.
It would be weird. It's weird because this is a Shadow level, not a Sonic level.
Yeah, I know. So what the hell? I mean, unless you pop in your action replay, and then you can make it Sonic
I
in
mean,
there.
I would have brought back Metal Harbor for the 3DS version myself.
Oh
But
yeah, you get the Ancient Light, by the way, in Sand Ocean. I forgot to mention that.
Mystic Melody,
Whatever.
get your terms right.
Tomato. I don't care. So, in this stage, oh fuck, Radical Highway, you can get the Flame Rain, but early by just doing a spin dash over instead of doing
Yeah,
like
that's the
dash.
only way. That's the way I do it every time.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that until I tried it myself, just out of curiosity.
It's
Get
not hard to do. It's really
no,
not hard to do.
no, no, no. It's easy. And pretty good stage. It's nothing crazy. It's basically a more darker, edgy version of Speed
It's a
Highway.
darker version of Cities.
I'd say Speed Highway, honestly. Think about it. If you think about it, running through that night on city rooftops, basically.
Yeah. So then, after that,
You see a thing of knights too in that
oh
level.
yeah, Knights is in this stage, isn't he?
Yeah. Rip.
But so we have the same cutscene from when he first met Sonic, so I'm not gonna go over that again. But after that, we're back to Rouge in I think the level's called Egg. Yeah, it's called Egg Quarters. This level sucks too.
Yeah, it's not awful,
Stop.
but it's not good.
Stop.
No, you.
He's just I hate when he does this in the middle of the fucking videos.
I know. He just wants to be a part of everything.
Yeah,
So,
for those of you who don't know, I have a 3-month-old puppy, and he wants me to play with it.
but it is time to do videos.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that he's a puppy, and he's really cute, and I think he's in the background of one of my videos. Actually.
You
But
need to send me a picture of that doggo.
you've seen him.
No, so I can show him context for the video.
Oh yeah, I'll yeah. All right, I'll send it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
So, where were we?
egg quarters. There are like these weird like beetle spy robot things. Screw
Yeah,
them.
they can fuck you up if you don't get into the shadows. And
Ha! There's a character called Shadow in this game. He's in the shadows. Ha!
oh my god,
I
that's
hate
so
my life.
funny.
I hate my life.
And this level, you also find basically Knuckles' version of the shovel claw. So,
I think it's called the
yay,
drill nail or something. I don't know.
Picknail, I think. I don't
Something.
know.
But yeah,
No!
this ha. But anyway, this level sucks.
Yeah, yeah, it's not good. It's if you know, it's not hard. It's just not good.
it's a lot easier than Death Chamber.
Yes, it's
And then we go
basically
back to Eggman in Lost Colony, which is a dark version of Eternal Engine, and a
yeah.
lot better.
What's weird is the lighting in this one isn't fucked up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's a little brighter, but that's probably just my settings. But still, well, I don't know. They didn't fuck it up. This is where you get the jet booster, and this is when Eggman becomes so much more fun to play as.
And he only has 2 more stages after this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah.
Because it's very front loaded with Eggman, then it just stops after level 7. Like you don't play as Eggman again until the second to last stage after.
Yeah, which sucks because you get the coolest power up in the game,
Stop.
and you're just like, oh my god, I want to use it so much, but when they let you use it, it is so that's just fine.
Yeah.
So so after Eggman finishes the stage, you know, he appears in the room with all the emeralds where Shadow is, and he's starting to tell them about
The Eclipse Cannon.
yeah, the Eclipse Cannon,
Yay, Eclipse Cannon.
my favorite.
And then for some reason Rouge is there. Like how'd she get there? How the hell did she get there? Oh wait, no, she teleported there from Eggman. Never mind.
Yeah, right after egg quarters, she teleports there.
Yeah, I forgot about that until just now. Brain fart.
Good job. So after that, then she's like, I'll make a deal. I'll work with you. And for some reason, she already has an emerald.
Don't ask questions.
But I want the answers to them.
We're not getting them.
True.
So then we have weapons bed after they go to the island, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna blow this place up. You go get the Chaos Emeralds. You set the bombs. I'm a cause of distraction."
And then it's like, okay.
And Shadow's
Then
just like, "Cool."
Shadow's not even making any. Shadow has this in the HD version. You can see it better. He has his default smile on all the time, so he's derped the entire time.
He looks like Sweet Coco, just so derpy.
I know. Like he's like when Eggman's talk about this serious stuff, you can see his face. He's just like,
Yeah.
Especially when he's walking through the jungle. It's like, oh my god. Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, so then we have weapons bed, which is a pretty chaotic stage, in all honesty.
Yeah, weapons bed is a very cathartic level.
Oh yeah, if you just want to blow everything up, by all means, bro.
Do about 10 or 15, and you'll get a perfect every time.
You're gonna get an A rank easily.
Yeah, this is one of his best stages, I think.
Easily.
Yeah, actually, remember we said he didn't have the second to last level? We forgot about this level. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, this is where you get the Vulcan cannon, where you have that, freaking gun magazine on the top of your gun. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't get any. There's a second power up you can get to make his laser cannon bigger. And it's like, whoa! My cat put his paw on my keyboard.
Oh, what's up, kitty? Yeah, so you got cats interfering. I got my dog. Great.
I know the cat. It just animals, everybody. They're the best, aren't they?
They are. They really are, though.
Yeah, they is.
So after weapons bed, they're going over their planet. Amy, she's like, Sonic, oh my god, it's you! She's so stupid.
Mm.
And then Shadow's just like, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah. No, he looks like at first he's like, what the fuck you looking at? And then he looks like, what? What?
And then he's like, yeah, you're gonna die today.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything. He just looks confused.
Yeah.
And Rouge is just like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, so then Tails shows up and an Eggman fights Tails. And then you have Security Hall.
Yay.
Oh my
I
god.
hate this stage. I hate this stage so much.
Oh my god. I'll give it this. The aesthetic is I think this is the only level that uses aesthetic in the game. So that's kinda cool.
Yeah, and the stage itself isn't big either.
No, it's just a time limit, man.
Yeah, if you got rid of the time limit, the stage is fine. Because the part that makes it terrible is one, RNG, and two, the switches you have to go all the way up to the top for to go switch every time there might be an emerald nearby.
Eggman gives you 15 minutes, and Rouge is like, oh, I can do this in 5 minutes. So you're making it harder on the player by being a bitch.
Yeah, I know. Like, I get that they expect people to usually get done with these kind of stages within 5 minutes or so, but what especially if it's your first time as a kid, you're gonna fail at this stage so much. Again,
Yeah.
this game put me off so many times because I get stuck on certain stages and I just would say fuck it for a while.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
But now it's not that big a deal. Like now that I know it's bullshit.
Yeah, so after Rouge beats this stage, which you have to get Chaos Emerald in this thing.
Yeah, it's very weird. She fights a
flying version of the Hot Shot and the Bigfoot. I think it's called Dog.
Hot Dog, yeah.
And it's a little bit harder because the legs have to. But
really, it's not that bad. Climb on the wall, glide into it, then jump on the wall, glide into it.
I mean, so it makes it a little bit harder, but it's nothing you can't manage.
Yeah, no, it's not terrible at all, really.
So
somehow that makes it so that Rouge is now stuck in a vault. So did she beat the boss, or is she stuck in that room?
She beat it and took too much damage, or she's just being late.
I don't think she took damage, but she's just like I don't get it. She looks like she's in the exact same room. It's stupid. I hate this game.
So
This entire
Shadow's like, he has a
game.
flashback of Maria, and he's like, "All right, I guess I'm gonna go save you." It's been 5 stages since we played as Shadow.
And I love this stage too.
White Jungle is awesome.
Yes, great music, great aesthetic. Honestly, I don't know if I say it's better than Green Forest aesthetic, but
They're very close.
yeah, his stage is very well designed. Honestly, I don't really have any issues with it. To be
This is where
fair,
you get Shadow's light speed. So
yeah, it's you can't progress unless you get it. It's like, oh, I want to use
this
this.
is actually Shadow's only mandatory.
Yeah, and his shoes just look a little bit more ridiculous. I don't think they look that much different. Maybe they do, but I don't know. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
This level has a time limit too, because Green Forest had a time limit. This one,
this one's a little longer. This one's like 10 minutes, I think.
yeah, because Shadow gets here before Sonic.
Yeah. So you have a bit more time, but
Yeah.
even then. Yeah. So you beat the level, and then you
You do the same boss fight from before, except now you're fighting Sonic instead of Shadow. So
and it's the exact same cutscene, different camera
there's a
angles, a
slightly
little bit.
different camera angle at the beginning.
Yeah. And a different outcome cutscene at the end, which this is weird. They have their own separate area cutscene for Shadow's version, but in Sonic's,
Because
it's
Sonic was an in-game cutscene, Shadows is a cinematic.
yeah. So
Because
why didn't they
Sonic's led into Green Forest,
yeah, but why did they
Shadows was an actual cutscene.
why did they just use the same area for the same cutscene?
Because that would make sense.
Because when they put them in there, they put Sonic farther in the stage. Then he took a U-turn,
Yeah, I
went
know,
back.
it's so stupid.
Yeah, he takes a U-turn, and then boom, he's at the start of the stage. Like he went back about 3 minutes maybe.
But yeah, he goes and saves Rouge because Rouge has 3 Chaos Emeralds. Chaos controls the fuck out of there. How did Eggman get off the island? Oh.
He probably got off there a while before any of that.
Yeah.
Like,
So then
yeah,
we see another flashback of Shadow talking to Marie.
yeah, this
And
is right
talking
after.
about the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And how he'd like to visit there someday, blah, blah, blah.
You're like, what is my purpose? And it's like, I don't know.
Hey, you don't find that out until Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's stupid.
I don't count it, even though it's canon.
I wish we could do that, Alex.
I know.
So Shadow and Rouge have a little bit of a talk. They talk for a little bit, and he's like, "The only reason I saved you is because of the emeralds. Don't get it twisted."
It's like, yeah, right.
But they fire the Eclipse cannon, and nobody gives a shit. There's like whatever.
Well, they're all freaking out because Eggman's pissed off that nobody's listening to him. Because he used it as a threat, like, listen to me, or I'm going to do this to you.
They're more scared about the cannon than Eggman.
But as
They're
you
more
can
upset about the
tell,
moon than anything.
but if you're watching the cutscene now, it's ruined for you because Eggman's come to make an announcement.
I come to make an
Oh
announcement.
my
Shadow
God.
Hedgehog's a bitch-ass
Shut up.
motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife.
I
That's right.
hate
He took his hedgehog
I
fucking
know
dick
you.
out and
Oh.
he pissed on my
So then we have another driving level.
Yay, and this one's with Rouge.
And it's even worse.
Yeah, this...
And you're driving a dickmobile.
Well, before that, this is like... The cutscene, you have to, like, say to Eggman, what's the password for this and that? And... Wait, what was the plan? I forget.
They were chasing Tails because they were trying to find Sonic.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what Sonic was up to.
So, Rouge takes a space highway from the Colony Arc down to Earth. That's how she got there with the car. And does that make sense to you? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, like she chases Tails, and then Shadow takes over and chases Tails.
Yeah, and again the same stage for Rouge. Well, not really the same stage, same aesthetic, but harder.
Get down.
No, but yeah, it's the same stage really, but it's just harder. It exists.
Yeah, then we have Skyrail, which is where Shadow takes over to chase Tails.
Yeah,
This level's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't get the Ancient Light in this one, but it's a little out of the way to get.
I think it's the shortest level in the game, though.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. For
But it's
at first,
fun. It's a
yeah.
fun stage.
Again, music is great, but
Oh yeah.
it has it uses some fun use of the grinding. Like even though it's over like a pit of death, which is something I have an issue with Sonic Heroes, it's actually kind of fun and well designed in terms of where all the rails are placed.
Yeah, no, it's a really good stage. I like this one a lot.
There's nothing crazy about it that sticks out though, so I usually kind of forget that exists.
And then you get to it and you're like, oh, this is a fun level.
It's like, oh yeah, this level. Like literally, that's that level. It's Pumpkin Hill, but not.
Better than fun.
Yeah.
So then we're treated to Sonic fighting the egg golem again, but this time it shows the aftermath.
Well,
So
don't forget Terria.
yeah, so Sonic defeats the egg golem and he goes like Syria, and the egg golem attacks Eggman.
Yeah.
So we have the egg golem fight, and it's a little bit different because you have to shoot it.
And it's, I mean, other than me fucking up here, it's one of the easiest fights,
Oh,
honestly.
for sure. It's not difficult
No.
at all. So Alex, my dog's causing a ruckus. Hold it down for a minute.
Alright, so we're going to be continuing on from the egg golem. Okay. So, the egg golem. Yeah, again, Eggman, he just basically takes it down pretty easily by shooting it up, hitting all the lights. Yay, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
And then,
nothing
and
right
then,
home about.
and then we have to go to... No, we didn't go to... We don't... What stage is next?
Mad space.
Oh, God. Yeah, because Ruby was just like, we got 6 Chaos Emeralds. I'm gonna take them, and Shadow's like, no, the fuck you're not. I know who you are.
Well, he doesn't find that out till his
What?
that Shadow doesn't have that conversation with her till right before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, here Rouge is reporting to Gun, and then goes to get the last piece of the Master Emerald.
Yeah, that's the cutscene I was trying to think of. Yeah, but oh yeah, that's right, because she's in there trying to get details on Project Shadow.
Yep.
And then the original Adventure 2, it shows the radar, like a emerald piece picture on the screen, but for some reason in this, they showed the Sonic Tails and Amy on the feed. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, yeah, we go to the worst level in the game, Mad Space.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
fucking god, this level.
This level is the worst level in the game. Hands down.
It's one of the worst levels in Sonic history.
Oh, of course, yes. Worst treasure hunting stage, worst Sonic stage in Sonic Adventure 2. Not worst level of all time, but Jesus, it's so annoying to go up and down the stage. Because going down to the bottom, you don't really have anything. It's a giant pit.
And the detector readings are reversed.
Yeah, and you have to pause it and read it backwards. It's stupid, and
Oh, the gravity is so awkward in this level.
we didn't mention that you lose points if you use the monitors, which I accidentally did a few times.
Oh, I don't care.
I know, but if you're going for A ranks, it's like fuck.
Yeah, well, in this level, you might as well just say screw it.
Well, I did it multiple times.
It's not a good state. This level is
Not good at all. There's no redeeming factors. I mean, it has a nice use of anti-gravity. Like
Mario Galaxy. This ain't.
it would take 6 years until it was perfected, I guess. But yeah, it was ahead of its time with that idea, I guess. But
Yeah, and then we have
it's
the.
still wonky. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, this level is not controllable. And then we have the battle with Knuckles, which is the same both in terms of gameplay and story. So I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's literally the same cutscene, except when you fight Knuckles, he has the most dull fucking line in the game. Hand me those.
Hand over those Master Emeralds.
Give them to me. It's like, what the fuck?
The problem with this game, in terms of the script, is it's not like you know how in Dragon Ball Kai they translate the dub to make it more English.
Yeah.
This is word for word the same as the Japanese version. That's why there's some lines that don't make any sense.
Yeah. or they are literal mistranslations.
Oh yeah, well, there's one in the final story.
Mm-hmm. So what's the next level? We have
Cosmic Wall.
yes, one of the best levels in the game as well.
Yeah, so Eggman figures out that Sonic and Tails have a fake airboat. He's like, I'm gonna go confront them. Shadow, hold down the line in case I get defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
it makes just that. And this is the level that takes the gravity that uses perfectly.
yeah, it lowers the gravity, so you ascend when you use the booster, which is nice. It just gives you more control. It's the closest thing you're ever going to get to playing as Gamma again.
Yeah, no, this is the best thing. This is the best mech stage, bar none.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I like every time I play, I'm like, yeah.
This is a great stage. This stage is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's nothing great, like no special set pieces about it until you get the arm. Well, to actually get the new armor piece here, which is nice.
And the drill section at the end is pretty.
Yeah, when I got to the section where you go on that thing, like to go, or maybe it was one of those automated sections. I got speed shoes and I went on it and I couldn't move. I was
Oh
like,
shit.
so what was the point of that?
Yeah, it's like, but why though?
It's like reasons, man, reasons. And good level. Then we had the Tails and Eggman boss again.
The cutscene is basically the same. You see a little bit more of Amy getting cornered by Eggman, but other than that, it's nothing different.
Nope. You don't see Sonic trying to use Chaos Control in this version.
No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
So, Shadow sees the capsule explode and assumes Sonic died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then he finds Rouge with the Chaos Emerald, confronts her, and is like, "Hey, you're gonna leave those there, or I'm gonna kill you."
Oh yeah.
And she confronts him about not really being Project Shadow,
Mm-hmm.
because they imply that his memories aren't real, and that something else is Project Shadow.
But still me, Shadow.
We'll circle back to that because that something else does show up.
You see a picture of it too, right on
Yeah,
what's
no, so there is definitely foreshadow. It's not come out of it.
foreshadowing.
So then we
Oh,
have Final Chase, which I don't think is as good as Final Rush.
it's an alright stage. Not great, not
It's
great.
definitely Shadow's worst stage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like those like weird gravity things you word.
Mhm.
Like those like platforms that are like spinning in the middle of space you gotta run on, those are awesome.
Yeah, they're quite awkward. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest. And of
Yeah,
course,
no.
at the end of the stage, you have to go down a really long one, and then, ugh,
And the camera's really bad for that.
having this game is bad in a lot of places, dude.
Yeah, so after that you have the same cutscene but shorter where you confront Sonic, same exact boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't actually see the outcome of this fight because you just see Eggman taking the last emerald and putting it in the Eclipse Cannon. But because Sonic already blew up the Eclipse Cannon,
The,
danger!
do- the dog barked. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, danger or warning pops up depending on which version, Dreamcast or HD GameCube port. Uh, yeah, Eggman gets out with the emerald, and since the cannon's destroyed, um, and he uses the emerald, I don't know. I guess this was the original intention of what we're gonna see.
Yeah, so after you beat both of those stories, you do unlock the final story.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's short, cutscene heavy. It's
Like you find out that Eggman's grandfather, Dr. Joe Robotnik, created Shadow.
mhm.
And government found out about his plans. Killed Maria, who is his granddaughter and his cousin and Shadow's friend.
Yeah, she had some kind of disease though too, so
And that's why he was trying to make Shadow to figure out a way to use to make a being that could take the vaccine and heal her. I think that's what he was doing. He wanted to make a vaccine out of Shadow to cure Maria.
Oh, that's interesting. They wish they would elaborate that a bit more.
But Shadow is nowhere to be seen when any of this is so.
Sorry,
Shadow is nowhere to be seen when any of this is
going
going.
on.
So there, all the characters are watching this for Shadow, and fucking Joe Robotnik goes nuts. Programs the Ark to crash into Earth.
If all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected and put in there. So Shadow's false memories were told that it just fires the cannon at maximum
Oh
power.
no! This thing is gonna crash into Earth and shatter it to pieces.
Yeah, I know, but like Shadow's memories were saying that the cannon is strong enough to destroy the planet with firing at it. But
And
he,
to be fair, it probably is.
yeah, but maybe he misremembered it.
To
Can,
be fair, he probably did.
yeah, because either way, it will destroy the planet.
But so, um, Joe Robotnik is executed by firing squad,
Yes, this is a kids game.
and the only way to stop it is to get Sonic and Knuckles into the cannon's core, use the Master Emerald to stop the Chaos Emeralds.
Hmm.
Okay,
But
everybody has to work together to get in there.
let's
Fuck
get
this
to
level.
Yeah, it's all separated into every
Which
character
is
except
funny though, because the icon for the level is blue, implying this is a Sonic stage.
yeah, you play as
And if you go pick the level on level select, it's considered a Sonic stage.
hmm
But you play as everybody except Shadow. We'll get there.
yeah. So first you start out as Tails, and you have to mess with freezing time. I
Oh, that shit's so annoying.
Yeah, I don't understand how the time
I think
freezing
it's supposed to
even
be based on
works.
chaos control.
Yeah, but it's so bizarre. Like, how much does it stop? Does it stop the area? Does it stop everything?
You don't question it. And
Okay, everything in this virtual zone. But yeah, you work with that. You know, you get to the end of the area with Tails. You have to blow
break
up
a
the
door.
door, and then boom, you're playing as Eggman.
There is a
Yeah,
major glitch here where you can
mhm.
keep falling through the floor at the
Yeah, that
beginning of this section.
that's in the original GameCube Black Label release. That would happen. They fixed it in the greatest hits version, and
I
it
never
doesn't.
had that. I never had that issue.
I feel like I had that happen once, but I don't really. It's a little fuzzy, so I don't remember if it really did or if I'm just imagining it. But yeah, this part of the stage, kind of annoying because you have all these
It's
blocks that are
it's
coming
actually the
up.
longest segment of the stage. Is the only part with the checkpoint.
Yeah, and just the most annoying part is the blocks on
Mm-hmm.
the green goop, whatever you want to call that area. You have to freeze time, jump on a block, or preemptively wait for a block that's going off to get to the next door. But then it's the same, thing in terms of room design for getting up to the door, blowing it up, moving on to the next section.
Yeah.
Then we play as Rouge. Rouge section isn't that bad. It's actually really short. All you have to do is climb to the top of the area, hit a switch, which I think is a time switch.
There's a time switch because you have to stop the waterfall so you can go through it.
You go through it, and then you have to stop the switch, another switch again to stop the blocks from coming out, so you can get in. You get in there, hit the button, then for some reason you have to go out there and hit the button, which is annoying. So yeah, you make your way out, still using the time stuff, which can be annoying depending on how the blocks are lined up. And then you get out there, push the button, it starts to flood the area with all this weird liquid. I hope it's water. And then you're playing as Knuckles.
This is the part of this level that made me rage quit.
Yeah, see, before we even talk about this is where you need to go back and go to Aquatic Mine and get the fucking air necklace. Now, it's a little bit weird, but all you have to do is uh take the water switch down to 3, which is at the very top of the level. Then go down, find the ghost icon in terms of the little like chutes that you can like go down. Go down there and just keep going. And in the footage here, I literally no, I almost drown here? No, I don't know where it was, but I almost drowned. It was scary. So yeah, you get that, and then then you want to start doing the stage. Then it's completely
And this
different.
section sucks.
Yeah, it's a joke after you get the air necklace, but without it, it's really fucking hard. The timing for the little time stoppers can be annoying with the jets of the
Yeah,
water.
it can. Like that
Yeah,
last section, Jesus Christ.
yeah, I hated it. I hate it still, even with the air necklace. So yay, worst part of the stage over with. But then we finally get to, saying the best part of the stage is very loose and
Yeah, so we get the
objective.
Sonics
Okay,
part, which is the
subjective.
last part of the stage. It's also the shortest, even though it's Sonic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
fun.
yeah, it's all right. I mean, you have to take out like some robots, go through some weird. I don't know. I can't really describe it. It's you're seeing footage of it because it's just so weird looking. You
But
go
it's
right, and you have to go left, and the water's rushing. You freeze the water, hit a button.
there's a section that's just like Lost World from Sonic 1.
Yeah, once you get there, you have to jump over, and then you just go down, 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 and then boom, level's over.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, finally. Like, if first time through, you don't know what you're doing. Oh my god, this
All
level could
right.
take
Yep.
like
Yep.
12 minutes.
It's the hardest level in the game by far.
Oh my god, yeah, it is. So then we have what I believe you were telling me one time originally was supposed to be Sonic versus this thing called the Bio Lizard, which is the original Shadow prototype. And this boss is the hardest, I guess. Wouldn't you say? Oh, did you turn your mic off? Anyway,
Did you completely skip over the story part before you talked about the Bio Lizard?
I think so. But why did you cut out?
Dog was doing dog things.
All right, so go ahead and explain the story part of this because you
So
were telling
after
me.
Cannon's Core,
Hmm.
Shadow is brooding
Oh
because,
yeah.
and Amy goes and talks to him and is like, "Hey, listen, like you gotta help. Like basically, like you gotta help them. Like you're one of the only people who can stop this." And he finally fully remembers what Maria said, which is she doesn't want revenge. He wants to give the human. She wanted to help. She wanted to help the humans, give them a chance to be happy. He's like, "All right, I know what to do." Then he goes through the entirety of Cannon's Core in like 5 seconds, and
And there he is. Or use chaos control.
Sonic and Knuckles get to the core, which is modeled after the shrine of Ancient Island.
How we knew about this, never explained.
He went to Angel Island. That's why Shadow looks like a girl.
What?
Like Joe Robotnik went to Angel Island. That's why Shadow looks the way he does. He's based on the music of Supersonic.
He's based on. Oh, okay.
So, as they're getting there, it's like, "Oh, you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me," and then the Bio Lizard just shows up and jumps you. Because
Yeah,
the
and
Bio Lizard was Joe Robotnik's last line of defense. If his plans were screw it up, here's a giant monster. Good luck.
Mhm.
Because basically, it's supposed to be an extension of Gerald. Because Gerald's dead, you can't have a boss fight with him. But something he created that's programmed by him. And the thing is, this thing is Shadow's prototype. Only one person really should confront it.
Yeah, and
Shadow.
originally you said it was supposed to be Sonic,
It was
but
supposed to be Knuckles.
oh, ooh.
So Shadow comes in and is like, "I got this. You guys gotta stop the Chaos Emeralds."
Mhm.
Hardest boss in the fucking game. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I died once at this boss during this run.
The
But for
first
some,
time I got to this thing, Jesus Christ,
it took me a couple dozen tries.
he kicked my ass. But I persevered, man. I needed to defeat this thing. I was
Yeah,
not gonna let this stupid lizard beat me.
yeah. You know how like he chases, like his head chases you.
Yeah.
Somehow I made it so his head was going the other way of me, so I was chasing his head.
How the fuck?
I don't know. It just happened.
First things first.
And
Supporting me.
you know how he shoots those attacks too.
First things first. Supporting me. Fantastic boss track. Fantastic boss.
Yeah. But you know how he shoots those energy dark balls.
Yeah.
Like when I was behind his head and he fired them, they just fired ahead. So they don't target you. They're on a trajectory.
They are. But there are some you have to jump over, some you have to somersault.
Yeah, one of the few times you have to use the somersault.
But man, this guy will kick your teeth in first few times you fight him. Holy crap.
Yeah, then when you get to the second half, you have these little egg things that spawn up, and you have to homing attack up them. And you got to do it quickly, because if you're like trying to be very careful with how you get up there, which I can understand, the other eggs will come and hit you, knock you down, and you'll probably die.
Yeah.
And the final part of it is
When you're floating.
yeah, that. Oh my god.
You know, believe it or not, I did that my first try.
Yeah, I was able to pull it off here, but
Like the first time I ever got to this point of the fight, I did that my first.
yeah, when you hit that and you finish him off, oh my god, I
Oh,
felt
it's so
fucking
satisfying.
great.
You know what's funny though? When I beat him, because my brother was watching me play it, he's like, "Oh, Frankie, you just beat the game." I looked at him and I was like, "I don't think that's the final boss."
No, because Sonic and
'Cause-
Knuckles are
Well, because my
winning.
whole thing was like, I'm playing a Sonic game. Why am I ending the game as Shadow?
Right.
Like that's where my head was. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So Shadow defeats the Bio-Lizard. It just chaos controls out of there. And you're like, that thing can do chaos control too? What the fuck?
Yeah, the mistranslation says, is that what chaos control is?
So Knuckles does stop the chaos emeralds, but the colony is still moving because the Bio-Lizard combined with the space colony.
AKA the colony.
So he shoved the space colony up his ass. But
Yeah,
that made him a lot more powerful. A lot more powerful. So Sonic looks at Shadow's like, "Hey, I know how to do this. Do you know how to do this?" Shadow's like, "What?"
No, but okay.
So they transform into Super Sonic and Super. Now before we talk about the boss fight, there is a subplot going on here, and they imply heavily that Super Sonic is a lot more powerful than Super.
Yeah.
Like, did I cut out there? I felt like I cut.
A little bit.
Yeah. So they imply that Sonic in this fight, or at least in the super form, is a lot stronger than Super Shadow.
Yeah.
Because Sonic knows how to use this form. Shadow doesn't.
I don't know.
And Shadow's like losing power, whereas Sonic is able to maintain it.
Yeah, but this boss is so fucking cool, though.
The gameplay's kind of but the atmosphere is what makes it. Because oh my god, this feels like the end of the world. Like this feels like the entire world's coming to an end.
Yeah, especially as a kid, it felt really grand. And
oh, then you got Live and Learn playing in the background.
Yeah, that song that's been like playing throughout the whole menu screen and all that, that you only hear a little bit of each time. You finally get the full song, you're like, oh shit.
But yeah, what you got to do is you got to fly towards this thing, and he's got these boils that come out of his body, and you got to smack it.
Yep.
And once you hit him with Sonic, it'll switch over to Shadow and vice versa.
If you do each one correctly, it will end with it being Shadow doing the final blow, which makes sense because he does say, "I'm gonna, destroy all the evil the professor has created."
Canonically, they defeat him at the same time.
Yeah.
But for gameplay purposes, you could beat him with either one of them. Because if you're too low on rings with Shadow, for example, and you fly to the other side, it'll switch over to Sonic. Control, like a super powered Chaos, the Arc. Oh, by the way, before they do this, the Bio-Lizard dead. Like it got destroyed before the Arc. Like they destroyed the Bio-Lizard before they did the Chaos. Just to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Like that thing, Sonic and Shadow annihilated it. It's dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Like Chaos survived. The Bio-Lizard's dead.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, Byleth is dead.
Okay.
I think it's one of the only beings that Sonic actually ever killed.
Yeah, so basically what they do is they do chaos control. They move the Space Colony Arc.
And this is where
and Shadow,
the subplot I was talking about comes into play. Sonic survives this. No problem. Shadow runs out of energy and burns in the atmosphere and dies.
Yeah, well,
Allegedly.
He's supposed to die.
We'll circle back to that when we talk about. But then we have what is possibly the best ending of any Sonic game.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
And it honestly felt like this could have been the last game in the series.
From what I hear, it was supposed to be.
Well, because like Eggman's not bad anymore. They defeated the most powerful being they had fought so far. And it looked like everyone was going to make amends.
But, after this, it was a roller coaster of chaos.
Ha!
Oh,
But
God.
it's sad. And the last line in the game is Sonic saying "Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog," which is which were Maria's last words.
Yeah, for some reason in Japanese it says "adios." I don't know why. I think the English version did it better.
Yeah, and Ryan Drummond does a really good job as Sonic in this scene.
Yeah,
but
he's not acting overly cheesy for once.
Oh my god!
What?
Wow, I'll tell you in a minute. So Sonic Adventure 2 is in some ways a better game than the first one. But in a lot of ways, I still prefer Sonic Adventure. I like Sonic's levels better in Sonic Adventure 1. I just do.
Yeah, basically, Sonic Adventure 1's levels are just better for Sonic, in my opinion.
Knuckles and Rouge are just not as fun as Knuckles was in SA1. Eggman and Tails, not as good as Gamma. And they wanted to give everybody equal playtime. Okay, fine. But when I'm playing a Sonic game, I want to spend most of my time playing as Sonic. Technically, that is true because he has one more stage than everybody else. But that's only 6 out of 30 levels. I'm not counting Cannon's Core.
Yeah. I mean, then you do have 4 shadow stages, which, yes, gives you what? How many stages?
That's 10. That's 10. There's 10 running stages, 9 treasure hunting, 9 mech stages. And there's 2 racing levels. So, technically, you do play as the runner characters the most. Barely.
Yeah, just barely. But the way they split it up was the problem, in my opinion. Because
let's take Dark Side Story. Stage 4 is Shadow. Then you don't play as him again till level 9.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of focus on him. Let's just be
or like
real.
with the Hero Story, you play as Sonic stages 1, 4, 5. Then you'll play as him again till 11.
Big gap.
Yeah, and that's when I'm playing a Sonic game, I want to play as Sonic.
Yeah, the entire time I'm playing as a kid, I'm sitting there saying, when am I gonna play as Sonic? I want to play as Sonic next. Damn,
That's like playing a Mario game and you spend most of your Peach and Toad instead of Mario.
Yeah, or just some other side character you don't give a shit about.
That's it's obnoxious. And
I don't mind the characters themselves, the other two.
I love Tails. I love Knuckles. I love Eggman. I love Shadow. I'm indifferent toward Rouge. But like, I don't know, Rouge has just never appealed to me.
Yeah, she's just whatever.
Like, I think Shadow's cool. I love Tails. I love Knuckles. Eggman's fun. Sonic's one of my favorite video game characters of all. But
Yeah.
he's the guy I want to play as. It's his series.
Yeah, the other characters should be in addition rather than part of the main thing, I'd say.
Adventure 1 did it better.
Yeah, they had every character have their own story. So if you wanted to just play exclusively as Sonic the whole thing, you could just play as Sonic.
And again, Sonic's story is double the length of everybody else's.
Like, imagine playing Sonic Adventure 1, and it's like you play as Sonic the first stage, then you gotta play as Tails, then you play as Big, then you play as Gamma.
Oh God!
Then you play as Amy. It's like,
oh
my god.
Oh, now we're Knuckles. Oh, now we're finally Sonic. Like,
and now we're Gamma again, and now we're Big, and then we're Big again, and then we're Sonic. It's like, oh god. Could you imagine how worse Sonic Adventure 1 would be?
Like, if this game was structured the way it originally should have been, was Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman, I think it would have been better.
Yeah, it would have been. Hindsight's a bitch.
Like,
it's just like, I want all this though, but then you don't realize what a better product.
Part of the people wanted Tails, so okay, we'll throw them in the last second, and we'll add Rouge and Shadow just because.
Yeah.
Like, Shadow and Rouge were only supposed to be part of the story. They weren't supposed to be playable.
But, well, fortunately for some people, people like Shadow a lot, so...
I mean, Shadow's cool.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So, I would talk about the Child Garden, but other than the fact that it's just a lot better of a version than the Adventure 1, like even DX, you can actually see all the stats, you can get animals. In the AC version, you can't transfer chows over to anything, there's just a departure machine.
But Alex, here's the thing, man.
You can also take Eggman in there and run in a circle, and he's so fast, it's like ridiculous. And you can also pick up chow with him and shake the shit out of them.
We have been talking about Sonic Adventure 2 for 2 fucking hours.
That's okay.
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's okay. So anyway, I believe that, and the last thing is, you got races. What do you do? I don't
Yeah. Oh, there's multiplayer. Probably the best multiplayer in a Sonic game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And if you get all the emblems, you unlock a Green Hill zone for Sonic to run through, which is kind of cool. Which was cool at the time. Now we see Green Hill all the time, but like go away. But
yeah, but at the time, definitely really cool. It's literally the first act, but made in 3D.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see.
Honestly, it's probably one of Sonic's best structured stages.
Yeah, it's one of the best unlockables. Like, after this, we got super hard mode. That was your unlockable. Like, yay.
Like, I want to play through the game again.
So, next time, I don't know if this is, or if the Spider-Man video is going up first.
Well, considering how long this may take to edit, Spider-Man might go up first.
So, as we, Spider-Man will probably be up first. That'll be a lot, because I can edit that in like 5. So, after this, we will be talking about the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Yay!
So, if you made it through this video, thank you, because this is the longest video we've done by far.
Yeah, and
it's 1:30 in the morning. I am very tired.
And I have to edit gameplay footage in that I played through in one day.
If we didn't do that, we would have had this done in 4
What?
If you didn't do that, we would be able to do this in 4 days.
Well, yeah, but we're not about that anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around. And we will see you next time, which should be Super Smash Brothers, unless this comes out before Spider-Man, in which case next is Spider-Man. But if this comes out after Spider-Man, the next Super Smash. So.
Yeah, that's a little confusing. So they're probably like, Jesus Christ, this review is ridiculously long.
Yeah.
Better get some popcorn out.
Yeah, honestly, Jesus Christ, we're like Cat Edgar.
Yeah. There we go.
Anyway, have a great day, guys. Happy New Year. Take care.
Goodbye. Wait.